Hey, it's your girl Natasha. Almost forgot my name there for a second. And this is This Little Budget, where we save for the big things in life on a little budget. If you are new here, welcome. Please consider subscribing and watching some of the other videos on my channel. But if you are a returning subscriber, hey, Budget Buds, welcome back. First things first, let me just go ahead and say congratulations to Megan. She won the hashtag Road to 100 subscriber giveaway. And she was genuinely excited. And just all the love and support that she has shown. And we had an opportunity to chat via email. Such a sweet person. And so I am glad she was able to win. Shout out to just all of the people who have supported my channel in the last few weeks, subscribing, commenting, just like all of the love has been absolutely, and support has just been absolutely overwhelming and, in a good way, and just has made me really excited to keep documenting this journey. I think as of today, and today is August 12th, I have 322 subscribers. So the new goal is 500 Budget Buds by December 31st. I definitely think I can meet and exceed that goal, but again, so shout out to subscribers that have used my referral link to fetch rewards, and you can find that in the description below. It was a nice surprise to see someone scan their first receipt and get their points, and I was able to get points too. Not gonna hold you guys long. Wanted to talk budget for my first paycheck in August, which I'm scheduled to get tomorrow, so that that video can be just about the cash stuffing. So let me just say, I get paid, if you're new here, I do get paid semi-monthly. That means I get paid the 15th of the month and the last day of the month. So that could be the 30th or the 31st. Exceptions to the rule are when any one of those days, the 15th or the last day of the month, falls on a weekend. So Saturday or Sunday, I would get paid that Friday. Which for this month, that is going to be the check. The 15th falls on a Sunday, so I get paid tomorrow, which is the 13th. But that means, because the next check, or the next pay day rather, falls on a weekday, so I won't get that check until the very end. I have about 17, 18 days in between the two paychecks, and so I need to be really strategic and mindful and intentional about how I spend my money. And as we break down spending from my last paycheck till now, you'll understand what I mean, because I was a little naughty these last couple of days. And yeah, so we'll get into that. So I'm going to zoom you guys in a bit. All right, and I'm going to bring this down. First things first. So I'm going to show you my calendar so far for August, making sure you guys can see that. All right. So first, everything that's highlighted follows one of these categories. So groceries is in green, gas in gray, spending in blue, food in this like peachy coral color, Lauren, my daughter, in purple, miscellaneous in yellow, bills are in brown. I do not take out any funds for my bills. Those are just things that come out from my account. And then red for credit card. So as you can see, I had got paid, well, it's not here, but I got paid on the 30th of July. And then that ran for my spending, or that paycheck accounted for some bills in the beginning of the month, and basically my spending from the 1st until today. And then these are the bills I have scheduled to come out as soon as my paycheck hits. These stickers, so the angry faces, the side-eye faces, the birthday, first day of school, the 5 and the heart, because this is my 5-year anniversary, all came from Michael's. Same with this little flags here. These payday stickers that you see here came from Happily Ever Plans. And it was a freebie that came when I ordered my cash dividers. And I'm heartbroken because I cannot find those freebies. And so I am debating about just buying a budget kit from her shop for September. Okay, anyway, so as you can see, I've spent a lot. Like, as soon as I got paid, I did a lot of spending. And so as I came into this week, I had to rely on my credit card, which one part of me felt guilty because I had not had to use or swipe my credit card in a long time. But the other part of me felt like I was using it more responsibly. So I wasn't just buying a bunch of random things. So on the first day that I had to use it, I had to get household products, which also lets me know that I need to just have an envelope, or I need to add money to my grocery cash envelope so that I can cover household expenses like, or toiletries, or things like detergent, paper towel, toilet paper, all that stuff. I went to go do the laundry Sunday evening, so that was mistake number one, and realized that we did not have anything. So I had to re-up, and I hate having things run out all at once because then I end up having to pay because I buy those things in bulk. The next credit card, so the next time I do a giveaway, which will be for 500 subscribers, your girl is going to start saving for that, because shipping, while it wasn't a lot, it was just like $20. That still got your girl. And then had to go to Kroger. And in this instance, it was just like, there's just some bad planning on my part with getting some things that I needed and some things for Lauren. And it was just like, I felt bad, but I also was just like, it is what it is, and I just need to keep going. So, one of my goals is that when I get paid tomorrow, I have to be able to spread out my spending a lot better, or at least spread it out over the 2 days instead of sort of clustering it all in those first few weeks. And so I will be at work the 16th through the 18th. And when I'm at work, I have access to coffee. I may buy some breakfast, but I have access to lunch. And so that's not money that I need to spend. And then I will be out of town. I'll be visiting Montgomery. And so I won't be needing to spend there. It's really going to be this week of the 23rd that is going to be a test of my discipline, I guess, if that's the word, in being able to sort of ration out my funds and not spend everything all at once. All right, so enough of what did happen. Let's talk about hopefully what will happen. And so here is my August Paycheck 1 breakdown, making sure that you all can see that. Okay, so a few videos ago, and I'll link it up here so that if you're interested, you can watch it. I said that one of my goals was to build my account buffer, and I wanted to have a minimum of $750. I got $8.20. Not like the best, but and here comes the pitter patter of my feet, and there goes my little human, guys. Mommy. Okay, baby, I'm almost done. Can you say, hey, Budgie Buds? Okay, I'm almost done, okay? All right, sorry, guys. No. So I anticipate, and I do not share my full salary. I do take out a few things that I don't want to share. So I do expect after those things are taken out that I get $1,951.77. I'm salaried, so that is about what it is every single time. Also, sorry guys, she has her little device here and it's making some noise. I'm going to just turn that down. I did opt to keep receiving the child care credit, whatever it's called. And so that is $300 that I'm expecting to get, for a total of $2,251.77. So my bills And I'm just making sure you can still see my bills and expenses for this check: my car insurance, my city credit card, my Old Navy credit card. So pause here. In that same video, a few videos ago, another goal was to pay off the 3 credit card balances that had relatively small balances, meaning they were under $500 off. I've already paid, I have 3 of those. It was Children's Place, Old Navy, and my Capital One. I have paid off Children's Place, and I am using the debt snowball method to pay now Old Navy. So basically, the debt snowball method says that you pay off your smallest balance first, and then when that is paid off, you take that money, couple it with the payment that you are making on your next card, and you pay off that card. And then it keeps going, so forth and so forth. So like a snowball, as it keeps rolling, it gets bigger and bigger. Your payments, as you work your way down your debt, get bigger and bigger because you have more money to continue to add to that. Hopefully that makes sense. So I was paying $100 on Old Navy. I was paying $50 on my Children's Place card. Now that Children's Place is gone, I can now take that $50, add it to this $100, and now I'm paying $150. I'm also taking money that is left over in my cash envelopes, and I do have a little bit left over, and some money that I'm setting aside towards debt to officially pay off Old Navy by the end of this month. So that will be 2 of my 3 balances, small balances, paid off. Next is subscriptions. That is going to be $68.10. So that is Zoom, Netflix, HBO Max, and Experian. Lauren is going to get $225. So $200 comes from her $300, and then $25 that I automatically transfer into her account. Y'all, this is real, and just forgive the noise in the background. I am a part of a sorority. I'm an active member in my graduate chapter. And so in order to maintain my membership, I save towards my dues. My dues for this year are paid up in full. And I can do that by saving $25 every paycheck, which equates to about $50 a month. Well, not about, it does equate to $50 a month. I am saving to purchase my first house, and I'm hoping to do that by the summer or fall of next year, from my lips to God's ears. So I'm putting $200 aside from this check, and then I save $10 a week, like maybe I guess a $10 savings challenge, if you will. This came from the fact that when I started doing cash-based budgeting and really, sinking funds, I started in March, end of February, March. I started to realize how much money I had left over after my bills and expenses were paid. And so I just started challenging myself to tuck away little small amounts here and there. And it is definitely added up over time. And so $10 a week for $30, because I'll account for tomorrow, which is Friday. And that's when I do my transfers. I do them every Friday, the 20th and the 27th of this month. So when you add all of that up, you get $1,215.53. I subtract this from the total income, and I get $1,036.24. I do not round up. I put the exact cent amount. So moving on to my cash envelopes, I have 6 categories that I keep in my wallet: groceries, gas, spending, food, Lauren, which is my daughter, and miscellaneous. So I put $150 towards groceries. This is going to be gone by Saturday because we are pretty much scavenging our pantry for things. Gas gets $50, spending gets $50, food gets $30. Lauren will get $25 of the $100 that's left because I already took $200 of that $300. And then I add $10 a paycheck to that. So she'll have $35 spending money that I split rather well over the course of 2 weeks. But she's 2, so there's not like a ton load of shopping that she's doing. And then miscellaneous gets $5. So this will be a total for my cash envelopes of $320. Again, I subtract this from the amount remaining, and I'm left with $7.16.24. I'll come back to miscellaneous. So some other challenges that were small that I had been doing even before I started this channel and started getting into cash-based budgeting and things like that. 26-week challenge, which was just in 26 weeks, save $1,000. So for this paycheck, which would be the week of the 6th, the week of the 13th, I'm going to save $79. And then for Christmas, this was a challenge that I found on Pinterest a while ago. And basically it's just 52 weeks. And at the end of 52 weeks, you'll have $1,000, about a little over $1,000. And so for the month of, I chunk it by month. So for the month of August, I'm saving 70. And then I just divide that by 2 for my 2 paychecks, and I have $35. The challenge was nice. I feel like I probably could have saved more had I committed to a fixed amount rather than a challenge. And so going into 2022, one change that I will make is that I won't do a challenge for Christmas. I will treat it as a regular sinking fund, and it'll get a fixed amount like my glasses, membership, and car envelope. It'll get a fixed amount every single time. So that is for a total of 114. If I subtract 114 from 716, that'll leave me with 602.24. My Daisy and Green binder, those are the 2 binders that get actual money. I'm going to allot $354 to those sinking funds. And Lauren's hair, she's getting her hair done tomorrow. So let me interject here real quick. My daughter has very thick, natural hair, and I love it. However, she does not let me wash her hair, and she does not let me comb her hair. Now, the washing of the hair, I understand, because my daughter is deaf. She has severe hearing loss in both ears and wears a hearing aid in both ears. And I think laying her down across the counter, the water potentially getting in, it does bother her. So it is difficult for me to wash her hair. And then combing her hair gets to be rough because she's tender-headed and I'm having to do all of that. So long story short, I just decided to find someone who she would allow, which it's crazy that she'll allow a stranger, but not her mom, but that's okay, to do her hair. So that runs me about $65, and then I just account for tip in that, so $75. For some people that may be like, whoa, that's costly. I get it, but it is the sacrifice that I'm willing to make sure that she can continue to grow and maintain healthy hair. So that comes from her $300, and now her $300 is completely used up. That gives me a total of $429. $429 subtracted from the amount that was remaining from my challenges gives me $173.24. And then I am going to rearrange this document. This is something that I just created for myself, and I kind of like it. And I just change the colors every month. So for miscellaneous, for my debt snowball, I'm going to throw $20 into that envelope, but that's also coupled with whatever is left over in my cash envelopes. And then my account buffer is going to be $153.24. If I add all of that up, I get $173.24. Subtract, and then I am left with 0 for a zero-based budget. So then, of course, I do, let me move these. I do my cash breakdown. So based on all the things that I take out Christmas. I'm going to take out the money for my sinking funds. Lauren's hair will be done before I'm able to even shoot my cash stuffing video. So that will be gone. All of the cash from my cash envelopes, and then the cash from my debt snowball. And so that gives me a total of $804. And then, of course, you all know my black binder, which I changed up a bit, is money that I save, but it doesn't come out of my account. So I use prop money for that. That'll be roughly like 600 and some change. So I'll be stuffing about $1,000 tomorrow, which is, I think, is really pretty good. Okay, last but not least, as I close out this budget breakdown video, I have 3 goals for the remainder of April. So, making sure you guys can see this. No more credit card spending. Uh-oh, sorry guys. Let me adjust this camera here. Sorry about that. Okay, good. So no more credit card spending. I just got to be more manageable. I got to be more responsible and manage my money better over the 2.5 weeks between paychecks. So with that, I want to spread out spending more. So one, if I don't need to spend, I won't. And then I will be cognizant of just what I have to spend versus how many days I have in between my checks. And then no spending the buffer. I really want to build up that $750 by at least January, February. And so if I'm adding little amounts here and there, I can do it, but I have to make sure that I am not dipping in it unnecessarily. So there may be instances where I have to, but definitely if it's a sinking fund that I have funds already for, I can replace that. But I want to make sure that I am not spending more than I can add back. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense, guys. So these are my August goals. And of course, my long-term goals is to continue to add to the Budget Bud family. We're at 322 now, and so I'm working up to 500, and then I am knocking down my small balance credit cards. I've already gotten 1 of 3. At the end of this month, I will get rid of 2. And then by October, I should get rid of the 3rd one. So I'm feeling really, really great about that. So yeah, this was just my breakdown, a look at my calendar just to show where my money had gone in my spending. And that's about it, guys. I will see you all again tomorrow, depending on when you watch this, to actually stuff for my first paycheck in August. All right, guys, have a good night. Bye, Budget Buds.